against initiative regulations.
Convicted murderer Duncan Rensis, pardoned after an investigation by the human pathfinder.
All you can do.
Ryder?
An Andromeda delegation arrived
visiting the cultural exchange
Mission
center.
of Brass are now working to broker an alliance with the species
We ask
native
that
to
you extend your courtesy and
The
cooperation.
Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
Hello?
System, Gavorkum. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Probe away. Getting a scan. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Anomaly found. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Now orbiting Gadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus Security.
Be ready for anything, and keep comms open. Should hear from our Resistance contact soon.
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Crawler's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it. That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Ket.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
You won't get away with this. My people won't allow it.
Not for us. The Angara would have been slaughtered by the Ket.
Ungrateful prick.
We'll find a way. We always do.
No more talking. I'm sick of your shit. Watch it. Hopefully we can get things done without getting shot at this time.
I get it, I do. But no one leaves the port until their docking papers go through processing.
Docking papers, right. How much do you want?
Look, personally, I've got no issue. But that's an initiative ship.
Every Milky Way ship was initiative at one point.
Not anymore. It's not like I want the paperwork, but I gotta do my due diligence. You understand.
Perfectly.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just greasing some palms so we can park the Nomad.
Need any help?
Thanks, but I've got this. You just focus on the spy.
How are we supposed to survive out there?
Not my problem.
You're no better than the Nexus.
Don't blame us, because...
What are you doing to these people?
Nothing they weren't
Running a fucking
expecting.
charity.
Port's got two rules. No guns and pay your protection fees.
What are you, the mob?
Other way around. Outcasts of the law, Kadara. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Helios.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
What's going on between the Collective and the Outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Who is the charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The charlatan is our leader and a private individual. Even I haven't seen him in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives. People who speak for the charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the Collective is exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the Outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said...
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler?
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloane Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshe Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloane? She's a woman of the people.
Dress it up however you want. She's a criminal.
You work for the Initiative. Sloane was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
I'm taking him, with or without her permission.
We're gonna be friends, you and I. There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloane. I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey, you gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do. What can I get you? Don't say surprise me.
Were you a bartender back in the Milky Way?
Yup.
You like it?
Nope.
So why do it?
It's familiar.
If you want it familiar, you're in the wrong galaxy.
I am where I am. Bartended on Festia for 200 years. Thought I wanted a change. Turns out, change sucks.
So, what's the latest in Kadara?
The port's on the brink of civil war. The Charlatan and the Collective have been gunning for Sloane's throne. Thought it was all talk until they started killing each other in the Badlands.
You're pretty calm about it.
When you live in a place run by pirates, violence becomes relative. I'm not gonna worry until the shooting's outside my bar.
How do you feel about Sloane? Do you like her?
I like Sloane fine, but her protection fees can go to hell.
She makes you pay for protection?
Yep, and the price of safety keeps getting higher. Can't complain too much, though. The outcasts are my biggest customers.
You mentioned the Charlatan and the Collective.
Yeah, what about them?
Who are they?
Wow, you're new here. No one knows who the Charlatan is. That's kind of the point. He, she, they, whatever, run the Collective. They like to think of themselves as some kind of spy network. But they're just thugs. Might be a little smarter than the outcasts, but no one's got the moral high ground in Kadara.
Thanks for the gossip.
Part of the job.
Actually, I'm okay.
Whatever.
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the Initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Follow Sloane and be rewarded.
Brought in a decent haul.
One man's job.
Nice gear. Could find something better. Check the console.
Where'd you find your stock?
That information's out of your price range, friend.
That's Sloan took a big cut. The Collective are fucking thieves.
I'm just happy I don't have to pay protection fees anymore.
Sloan brings stability and order.
Didn't think I'd see you again.
I decided on a pistol.
Sure. Carnifex? Phalanx?
The first one, Carnifex.
Kadara's honored by your presence and your credits.
If you've got an issue with me...
Relax. I wouldn't hurt a potential customer.
You need to learn respect, Grogan.
Brought a few more grunts, I see.
Come to the outskirts. We'll settle this there.
Squishy thing like you needs protection. Got the best armor in all of Kadara.
And the most expensive, apparently.
You look like you can afford it.
If I had to back someone, damn it. Sulfur's corroding the pans.
Sloane's inside. Mind your damn manners.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
That's quite the throne. Should I bow? Kiss your ring?
Very funny. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Venterev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
Ven should be judged by the Resistance, not you.
I don't have time for a morality debate. Dismissed.
Your Highness.
Don't give me a reason.
That could have gone better.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal had more success.
Pathfinder, over here. Have a nice chat?
I think she likes me.
Don't worry. I found a workaround.
Let me guess. It comes with strings attached.
Not any new ones. Remember, Ephra wants Ven alive, so when you get inside, give him this. That'll eat through whatever Sloane's holding him in, and it can't be traced back to us. A Resistance agent will be waiting to pick Ven up.
Ven's intel better be worth it.
You'll be the judge of that, not me. There's a maintenance shaft around the corner, sending the access code to your Omni tool. That'll get you inside. You should be able to handle the rest.
Thanks. You're a lifesaver.
Literally, in Ven's case. When you're done, come to Tartarus. First round's on me. I promise.
Looks like it leads to a stockroom. Sam, anyone up there?
No heat signatures detected. The room is clear to enter.
What do you want?
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I'm not with Sloane. Ephra sent me. Answer my questions and I can get you back to the Resistance.
So I'm trading one cell for another?
This is what happens when you make deals with the bad guy. Or stay here. Sloane's sharpening up a spike just for your head.
I'd rather be miserable than Karkan food.
Which brings us back to the Archon's ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
This is your way out of here. A Resistance contact will be waiting.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshae?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands?
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshae. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
Ephra still entrusted the Moshae to you, and you betrayed them both.
I did what I thought was right. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from... whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
You've all seen a dead body before. Move along. The charlatan strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count. But that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
You okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit. Looks like that obvious.
Yeah. What's going on?
I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Kaitis tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people. I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
You just kicked her out. No questions asked.
You don't have to guilt trip me. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Kaitis finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
I'll look for her. Just tell me her name and any clues about where she might be.
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him.
Pathfinder, right? One of your crew, Liam, already secured parking for your vehicle. She's ready for you.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
That's where Reyes said he'd be. How toxic can it be? Ow, shit! Okay, don't touch that. What is this place?
A business establishment. Perfectly legal.
Everything's legal in Kadara.
And that's the way we like it. You got an issue, bring it up with Sloan.
I'm taking my brother home.
You won't get far.
They're in a euphoric state. Whatever's in their system induces lethargy and intense hallucinations.
Keep back, Faison. Pipes are being finicky. Wouldn't want them to bust and ruin that pretty armor.
Thanks, but this armor can handle a busted pipe.
You're obviously new here. Kadara's water contains a high concentration of sulfuric acid. It's extremely toxic.
Explains the smell.
None of the exiles give you trouble?
They know better. Outcast. Collective. Everyone's got to drink. Messing with the filtration system is just stupid.
Sulfuric acid is strong stuff. How do you keep the water from eating through the pipes?
We oil them down and switch them out regularly.
Sounds dangerous.
You ever try living without water?
Is all the water on Kadara toxic?
Every last drop. So be careful what you drink. Everything in the port is safe. Tartarus too. But outside the mountain, it's a gamble.
Are these pipes some sort of filtration system?
Built by the first Angara who came here. Makes the water potable, then sends it up the mountain to the port. There are smaller systems out in the Badlands, but none are as effective and complex as this beauty.
You called me Vesan. What does that mean?
Outsider, which is what you are.
I'll let you get back to work.
Stay clear of the water.
Ow!
Even Exile's got a little steam.
Sloan or the charlatan, you decide. You gotta join one.
What's your poison?
You mean alcohol, right? Wouldn't normally ask, but...
It's a fair question on Kadara. Toxic water, killer outlaws. But in this case, just an expression. First round's on me. You're more reputable than my usual clientele.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues?
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
The outcasts or the collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
What will you do then?
Board up the place, hold out till the smoke clears.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
Want to make some easy credits?
Only if it's legal.
Of course. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Draleer. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on it.
Much appreciated.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
Is this what you came all the way here for? Living in a place like this?
Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of quarts low on Ezo, if you know what I mean. But now now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude, her accent. She's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her, learn the ropes. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family hanging out with famous people.
Right. Good luck with that.
Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawlers. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloane, Angaran run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of titles.
Detectives find things, and you're...
a pathfinder. Yeah, I got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there.
Fuck off. This one's ours.
Looting's wrong.
This guy for real?
Looting is wrong. What a little bitch.
Let's not antagonize them further, Pathfinder.
There will always be places like this. Doesn't matter what galaxy you're in.
You're lucky to be alive.
It'll take more than a glass of water to kill me, Doc.
Yes, 2 glasses would do the trick. Krogan or not, unfiltered water here is the same as poison.
I drank everything the Milky Way had to offer, and I'm still standing.
This isn't the Milky Way. Kadara's water will kill you. If you're thirsty, stick to alcohol.
The doctor's ever told me that before.
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer.
A tourist, huh?
Pathfinder, actually.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the outcast's physician. Quit after Sloan turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
She's a criminal. What did you expect?
She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded. I'm a doctor. I don't know how to fight.
We do.
The formula's in my old lab. Please don't get killed trying to fix my mistake. Pathfinder.
How do you like Kadara?
It's not the worst planet in Helios, but it has its troubles, mainly the water.
What's wrong with the water?
It's toxic, fatally. Notice all the pipes running through the port? An old Angaran irrigation system. In the Badlands, people have to filter water manually. Leaves a much larger margin of error. The majority of my patients suffer from either gunshot wounds or water poisoning.
This can't be what you expected when you decided to come to Andromeda.
It is and it isn't. I joined the initiative to save lives. Traveling to a new galaxy is dangerous. I knew I'd be needed. Just didn't think I'd be helping people out of a shipping container.
What was it like working for Sloan?
I was well fed and equipped. Sloan cares about her crew.
But...
Outcast tactics are ruthless. Murder, mutilation, beatings, all a daily occurrence. I didn't sign up for that.
You must have known things would get violent when you joined the Uprising.
I didn't join the Uprising. I joined my patients. I couldn't let them leave the Nexus without a doctor.
So you don't hate the Initiative?
Hate is a useless emotion, as is regret. We must make the best of our situation, that's all.
How does a free clinic stay in business here?
Anonymous donations, from the charlatan, no doubt. Beggars can't be choosers.
You've got something against the charlatan?
Same thing I have against Sloan. All they care about is profit. And control. My business is people.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks. Lots to do.
Over here. No discounts. Refunds negotiable.
Sanjeev Clement. Terrible way to die.
You're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Maybe. Maybe not. Do I owe you credits?
Ah, you're a playful one. I like that. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here can't be trusted. Sooner stab you in the back than work together. So, I got no love for any of them.
They don't deserve you.
Damn straight. Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. I bet a smart one like you could learn a lot from scrutinizing our, stuff. You should check out Outlaw Tech and Materials. Might learn a few things. You remember who gave you the skinny on that.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to cause trouble. I just have a few questions.
Get on with it then.
What can you tell me about the rest of Kadara?
You mean outside the mountain? It's no man's land. Ceasefire rule doesn't apply there, so don't go walking up to just anyone.
Even the outcasts?
Especially the outcasts. You're packing some serious hardware. I've shot people for less.
Seen any trouble lately?
No more than usual. Murder rate's gone up, but that's not surprising.
Why's that?
More exiles arrive on Kadara every day. Good for trade, but in my experience, more people means more murder.
You're part of Sloane's gang?
Anyone who's anyone joins the Outcasts.
What about the Collective?
Fuck them. They're nobodies. And when Sloane gives the word, they'll be dead nobodies.
Is this still part of Kadara Port?
You mean is it under Sloane's protection? No. The slums are for exiles who can't pay their protection fees.
Then why are you here? No offense.
To keep the filth in the gutter. You'd be surprised how many people try to sneak up to the docks.
I better get going.
If you see any Collective bastards roaming around, shoot them for me.
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
What does tough look like?
A graveyard of people who are either dead or soon will be. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground. Like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean exiles who get exiled?
Yep. Worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah. So have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
Not here to point fingers. I just want to find her.
Look at you, playing the hero. Last time I saw your girl, she was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
No wonder it's toxic. The shit's on fire.
An exothermic reaction from the sulfuric acid coming in contact with water in the atmosphere.
I bet I could drink it.
No, Drac, no.
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there. Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Give them credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Let me know when you found all the victims.
I'll be waiting too.
Ow! Yep, still hurts.
I detect an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Dr. Camden would find this useful.
Oh, right. The gardener.
Botanist, Pathfinder. This body was dumped here, as Cineris claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation. The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parcero.
Parcero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
They made it!
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers. Meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere.
The water is highly poisonous, Pathfinder. We shouldn't linger here.
Nice work.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Here they come! You've been around. Bet you've seen some real craziness. Not just in Helios.
Save it, kid. Go bug someone else.
The hell? What was that for?
Seen 1,000 humans like you. Don't make me pretend you're the one who won't die. You're what, 2? Come back when there's hair on whatever it is you have.
That construct was reported stolen by both the Outcasts and the Collective. Hostility likely. There's an outlaw weapon cache here, Pathfinder. I recommend scanning.
It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions.
Exiles could have rolled up and died, but look at what they've built, even out here.
I'm not too, Drac. I've been around.
I'm 1400 and something. 2 years or 2 decades. It's the same to me. Ha, would you look at that?
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Assholes took everything but the rotor hub.
Trouble with scavengers?
Always. Who are you?
A Pathfinder with the initiative.
A Pathfinder? On Kadara? Holy shit.
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards come at night, pick the turbines clean of parts. Expensive and annoying.
Sloan doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collective. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these scavengers?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable parts. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same nav point.
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad about offing them.
The transformer platform is off kilter, an easy fix.
Come on, work. Another attack? Seriously? What are we paying you for?
You running security here?
Stand there and look pretty.
Trying. Krogan or not, I'm only one merc. This lot's crazy thinking they can run a wind farm in the Badlands.
Any advice for staying alive in the Badlands?
Get out of the Badlands.
Why do you think there have been so many attacks?
All these fancy gizmos out in the open, they're begging to be stolen. We'll say, though, it's damn suspicious those scavs keep hitting the place while I'm off shift. Like someone's telling them when to strike.
See you around.
Whatever.
She is under the influence of oblivion.
She was telling scavengers when to attack in exchange for credits to buy oblivion. Hey, that Asari, Nyath? She's been selling your patrol schedules to the scavengers.
I knew it. Fucking junkie. Thanks for the heads up.
See you around.
Whatever.
I don't care. Get it done.
We don't have enough yet, Elora.
Then get more. Tell him to get his ass in gear. Back off. I don't deal with Nexus scum.
That's a good way to get shot, Elora.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Yeah, I'd listen to that guy.
You're all the same, aren't you? Sloan, the charlatan, the Nexus. All looking for a power trip. Sloan should have taken the Nexus out when she had the chance. She's weak.
I take it you're not an outcast, then.
Got my own faction. When we take over, We'll do all the things the outcasts and collective didn't have the balls for.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Better watch your back, Nexus. Fuck off.
Yep. They took the anemometer.
Of course they did.
Well, well. You're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear. It's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the man I need. When the exiles came to Kadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And you know this. How?
I helped steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Kadara Port without Sloan taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
How did you get in here?
I use my legs.
Well, use them to walk back out. I'm busy.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Fine, but be quick about it.
What do you do here?
I keep the turbine spinning. A small miracle considering all the scavengers trying to steal parts.
Does the wind farm power Kadara Port?
And everything else around here. Not that anyone sends their gratitude. They only contact us when something's broken.
Sloan doesn't give you a kickback?
Not enough. This is a dangerous job. I deserve hazard pay.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Let me get back to work.
It just doesn't stop.
boss today.
My motto every day.
Straighten out, you piece of junk.
You know, I could tune that prosthetic leg. Maybe even boost it.
Or I could give you your own to mess with.
Fine. Limp if you want.
Datapad detected in this area.
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
Hostiles ahead!
Truck on the way.
have enjoyed the Turians falling into the First Contact War.
Which war? Sorry, kid, I know that was a big deal for humans, but honestly, I've had indigestion last longer.
Pathfinder. Venturev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location. Pathfinder. This is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Found it.
That thing's busted.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
See? We're halfway there already.
Yep. Only easy stuff ahead.
Pathfinder, Reyes still needs your help investigating the murders in Kadara Port.
Stocks overflowing. West on their hunting ground.
We'll have a big dinner tonight. On the house. Some protein will do everyone good.
Won't hear any complaints from me.
Welcome to Charybdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
Take it you don't have any private rooms?
I could put up a sheet.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloan from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Charybdis Point was born.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
I better get going.
See you around.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
Poor bastard.
Not one of mine.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
It's Shalash, the Angaran trade language. A home filled with strangers becomes a prison.
Sounds pretty Rokar.
This inscription, along with the DNA and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Send me the coordinates. These murders stopped today.
Andromeda. This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's water toxicity problems.
This is Sloane's territory. Gotta make a deal with her first.
What about the charlatan? The collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Sloane may be our only option. Vidal could offer insight.
Any insight on fighting Ket?
They die when you shoot them.
I want to figure them out.
They want you dead. Figure that.
Here they come!
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Anyone know some good shanties? I could pull a parrot out of my ass.
Liam, no. Just no. Hopefully there's a way down. But we're gonna need a really big drill. Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
I'm logging any debris. Hoping we can get searches going for Initiative Dead.
Maybe focus on the living.
Well, yeah, but why shouldn't we also work on recovery?
Because it looks like you treat your dead better than you treat Krogan.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Outlaw camp. Should we say hello?
Coming up on us.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Hostiles ahead!
Not looking good for the Angara.
I think that's enough.
I appreciate the assistance, but you need to leave.
I won't poke anything I'm not supposed to. I promise.
The Pathfinder's brilliant at this.
How is that possible?
It'll be easier to show you. One down, 2 to go.
was a day you decided, I need some bones on my shit, who'd you call?
Bone guy.
Bone guy?
Bone guy.
All right then.
Let's do this!
Nice shot. Breaking my back out here.
Broke my back in the Skillian Verge, diving through a Batarian scout ship to gut the pilot. Suck it up, kid.
Approaching that point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits.
Batarian set us up. What a surprise.
We've got outlaws.
I think that's all of them.
Having a vet like you makes me think we have a shot at this. Reminds me of a merc group I tangle with, led by this scarred Arturian.
You trying to tell me a war story? How about you just keep your head up?
Fine. Forget I said anything.
Here they come!
never taste Nexus rations again as long as I live, it'll be too bloody soon.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Outlaws incoming. Throwing some fire.
Target's down. What's the biggest thing on Earth? Biggest animal?
We had some extinct monsters back when the air was real rich, but when I left, suppose it'd be the blue whale.
The blue whale. Ever fight one?
Sure, why not?
They're collecting junk. These outlaws won't have a faction. Keep your guard up.
Incoming. Outlaws incoming.
Datapad detected in this area.
Didn't we just read another datapad like this, but the other way around? This time, the outcasts are blackmailing the collective.
The nav point has also been removed from this datapad.
What is going on?
news for police.
I get that. Someone has to keep the peace. Turns out, it just wasn't me.
Oh, that's what yours do. Krogan law enforcement is very different.
This technology is not registered to either of Kadara's factions, Pathfinder. There's an outlaw weapon cache here, Pathfinder. I recommend scanning.
This weapon cache was headed for the same location as the first.
With more data, I can triangulate the source.
Cave ahead. Worth checking?
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
Smells even worse in here than it does out there.
Close quarters. Is that a generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here? Surveyor?
That would be a lot of equipment for one man to carry.
Tunnel as deep as anything. We better find something.
another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something? Okay, this was the Surveyor's last known location.
Found a body. It's not fresh.
The Surveyor. Who did it? Outcasts? Collective? Random exiles?
Gravity.
What?
He broke his neck, probably from trying to obtain barite samples.
I'll be damned.
Sam, download his data. We can at least deliver that.
Let there be light.
You hear that?
Intruders! Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
More of a jaunt. It's good to stretch the legs.
A sense of humor. In Kadara, that'll either get you far or dead. But my orders are clear. You're not to be harmed. Crux is in charge here. If you've got questions, talk to her.
Sam, what's inside the cages?
Judging from the scratching, Ardi.
Sam, what are they doing with the Adhi?
It appears the Collective are attempting to domesticate the creatures.
And how's that going?
Aggression levels are lower than what we've seen in the wild, but I wouldn't recommend opening the cage.
That's some super villain lair shit right there.
All this rock, suffocating.
Heard the Collective was well supplied. But damn.
Didn't peg the Collective as gardeners.
Caution, this plant is highly noxious, Pathfinder.
Damn. I was hoping for Helios' version of tulips.
The Collective most likely uses it to make poison.
Are you a new recruit too?
No, just happened to stumble on this place.
Oh, you're the Pathfinder. Crux said we're to be nice to you. I'm new here. Still trying to take everything in.
Why join the Collective?
I lived in port my whole life. Then Sloane shows up and demands a protection fee. My family was still reeling from encounters with Ket. We couldn't pay, so the outcast banished us to the Badlands. The Collective promised us protection and a chance to get back at Sloane. So I took it.
See you around.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
I didn't come here to cause problems.
You just have interesting timing. Someone's been faking the charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
Someone impersonating the charlatan could do a lot of damage.
Only the representatives have access to such high-level information. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Why would someone risk impersonating the charlatan?
Greed is a powerful motivator, Pathfinder. The Collective has access to supplies, credits, you name it. And we only answer to one person.
Maybe I could help? I'm not connected to the Collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the sulfur springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel.
high sulfur levels, but the footprints at the drop site contradict a Solarian's webbed feet.
Just being thorough, Sam.
Sulfur levels are normal.
Not our culprit, then.
Sulfur readings are low. Additionally, Angaran feet are distinct from humans and Asari.
Can't hurt to check.
All clear.
Sulfur levels are on the high side, but not by a large percentage.
And she's Asari, which fits our footprint bill. Can't rule her out yet.
She's worth further investigation. Sulfur levels are high. Her footprints are of a similar shape to those left at the drop site.
Could be our rat.
Before accusing Dorado, perhaps you'd like to talk to her. She could have an alibi.
Need something? Go bother Crux.
You're a testy one.
Sorry. Haven't slept in 36 hours, thanks to another shit job.
36 hours? That can't be healthy.
Defying the charlatan's orders isn't healthy. I go where I'm told.
You've never been tempted to manipulate your boss's orders?
What? What do you mean?
You know, fudge the intel, use the collective's resources to make a profit on the side?
I don't know what you're playing at, but I'm done talking to you.
Dorado's heart rate spiked when you questioned her about the charlatan's orders.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
A popular quote from Hamlet, one of William Shakespeare's most...
Sam, I know where it's from.
Yes, Pathfinder.
All clear. Sorry about before, not much traffic down here. Recruits are jumpy.
You didn't shoot. That's all that matters.
You're awfully good-natured about people pointing guns at your face. Some of us have been down here for months. I haven't seen the sun in weeks.
Weeks? Seriously?
I'm one of the few people who know how to operate the water filters. I've been trying to train a backup, but most recruits can't stand the smell. Not many volunteers. I'd better get back to work. Thanks for the chat.
What do you think of Lynx, Sam?
Her explanation for the level of sulfur in her clothes was plausible, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, any luck finding the imposter?
Dorado's clothes showed high levels of sulfur. When I questioned her loyalty to the charlatan, she became frantic.
You asked her outright. I said to be discreet. Aquila, detain Dorado.
Dorado? She's gone. Said it was on the charlatan's orders.
Damn it. If the charlatan finds out I let her get away...
I'll take care of it. She can't have gone far. Roxas Rider.
Did you find Dorado?
She ambushed me. I had no choice but to take her out.
Would have liked to question her, but at least it's done. Thanks, Pathfinder.
Yep, still hurts.
Pathfinder, still here?
What is a charlatan representative exactly?
Most members of the collective have no direct contact with the charlatan. The boss delivers their orders through us. Even as a representative, I only get messages. I've never met the charlatan in person.
You're okay with that?
I don't like being micromanaged. As long as I carry out the charlatan's orders, I have the freedom to do as I want.
What's it like working for the collective?
Enjoyable for the most part. Pays good, and being representative gets me respect. Sure, I live in a cave, but every job has its downside, right?
You've no regrets about leaving the Nexus, then?
No way. Those idiots have no idea what they're doing. At least the charlatan has their shit figured out.
Why work for the charlatan instead of Sloan?
Because moving up in the outcasts is a popularity contest. Sloan promotes her friends over the qualified. The charlatan doesn't care who you are, just how you perform.
Thanks for the chat.
Ow! Let's do this!
Out of options. This way.
we know about Ket, the more I hate them.
Kid, you gotta catch up. All things equal, fights are won by the side that starts at 100%, before the other guy knows they're in it.
Hate hard and hate early. That's your life advice?
That, and learn to love fiber.
Reyes should be here.
I detect no sign of Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder. Shall we proceed without him?
That's not...
Don't move.
Were we too loud?
Shut up. Farrell will deal with you.
I don't need to tell you what happens next.
Settle down. We only came to talk.
We don't talk with outsiders. You'll bleed, just like the others.
So it's true. You murdered innocent people.
Invaders and sympathizers are not innocent. I will protect my home.
Don't let your hate poison you. We can coexist.
Like here on Kadara. Sloane lies to my people and uses them for power.
I'm not Sloane.
You are all the same.
Not so fast. You're late. I've got a good reason. You'll see in 3...
Don't just stand there!
2...
Kill them!
Still mad?
Die!
You were right. These logs prove they came here for recruits, then started killing the locals.
And now they're dead. Don't you love a happy ending? The streets of Kadara are safe again. You did good, Ryder. Don't worry. I'll let all the important people know who to thank.
Maybe the exiles will see the initiative in a new light.
Anything's possible. Admit it, some of that was fun.
Some of it.
I knew it. You're all right. Don't be a stranger, Pathfinder.
Hostiles ahead!
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Sam, where are these weapons supposed to go?
I have a nav point that could be the source. Adding it to your map.
Skills hiding behind those reflexes. Who trained you?
Did a couple of years in law enforcement, like I said.
That's bullshit. Who was the vet who showed you how to move?
Friends in hostel. That's enough.
Remnant. They're completely fried.
Bullet holes match weapons from the Milky Way, Pathfinder.
Probably try to scavenge whatever they can. You'll need to scan for the missing glyphs, Pathfinder.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
Did it. Well, you did it.
All right, one more and the vault should be open.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jall's right.
I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Remov? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Elodin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Crap. No one fights harder than people with nothing to lose.
But now that we have the transponder, we're so close to finding the location of Archon's ship.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Elodin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey, I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned. As you were.
In the armory.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Gil, O'Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those connections on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me.